Okay, let's get back to the women's version of this.
I must confess that over the past few years, I have been gravely
don't associate. Oh, come on, no, that's fucked up.
disappointed with the white moderate who is more devoted to order than to justice.
Oh no. No, that's shameful. That's shameful.
I have been in this work for a very long time. I marched in the 60s. I have worked on presidential campaigns. And what I know is that Race to Dinner allows us to have radically honest conversations.
Hold on.
Sarah and Regina founded Race to Dinner in 2019 to help white women learn how they uphold white supremacy.
The market we have identified is white women who call themselves liberal or progressive or Democrat to not only change themselves, but begin to change their children, their families, their co-workers, their friends. The foot of white supremacy and patriarchy is firmly on their necks, just like it's on ours.
Should I text it to you?
Yeah, you can text it to me.
I know it sounds bizarre, but I used to be a white feminist. A white woman trapped in a brown body. And then I, woke up and I started doing anti-racism work. When I first started talking about racism, I think the thing that I was totally unprepared for was when, you just talk about white people. You say the words white people, and those white people want to come and kill you.
Okay, yes, move on. We know.
And if it means one white woman at a time, I'm going to keep going.
Okay, so okay.
By the way, most of those people who wrote that are probably men. I'm just gonna like, definitely not like the Hillary Clinton pantsuit wearing white lip moms that are like, "Fuck you, bitch, kill yourself, cunt."
Okay, are you ready?
God.
Potential deals?
Okay,
She's so dramatic.
Let's see.
She's worse than me.
Holy shit, look at this. Oh
Okay.
my God.
I've been following Syra on social media for a long time. I wanted to be Syra's friend. She's so triggering and it's so good. It's so needed. We had the dinner at my house. I wanted to graduate and be like, I have my certificate and I survived a dinner with Race to Dinner and here's my certificate and now I'm super woke. Which is all white supremacy. Every single bit of that is all totally white supremacy. I want to do boomerang with the three of us.
Okay.
What is a boomerang?
You're gonna love it.
Let's do it right now.
There's no noise. It's just movement.
Hilarious. She's like the Energizer Bunny.
I'm one of the Beckys. I'm somewhere. And here's the thing. I don't know what kind of Becky I am, but I'm pretty sure that my black and brown friends know exactly what kind of Becky I am.
This is content. This is so good, bro. Were the people making fun of were the people making this documentary making fun of them? What the fuck was going on when they made this? Are they making this as oh God. Oh my God. Are they making this as a promotion? It seems like they're making it as a promotion, but I can't read this as anything but a joke.
Before we go any further,
I know the editor, it is serious. Now, here's the thing that I want to say, okay? Some of these white ladies are very well-intentioned, okay? Some of these white ladies are very well-intentioned, and I'm with you, okay? I'm with you. But I'm going to say what I always say, and that is just be fucking normal. Just be normal, white ladies. Be normal. Be normal. Be normal. Be normal. Just be normal, okay? This is just two ladies that are transparently banking on white guilt. That's it. And white guilt is not normal. White guilt still comes from a place of like, otherizing yourself and otherizing black people and just like not behaving in a normal way. Oh, man. Oh, so good. Okay. This is great.
A Becky or a Karen? In general, it's a pejorative term, mostly used for describing an entitled white woman. The worst of the Karens use their societal privilege to oppress people of color, most commonly calling a manager, or worse, calling the cops.
That's a constable.
There's an African-American man. I'm in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog. Please send the cops.
Illegally selling water without a permit?
On my property.
It's not your property.
Hi, I'm asking you if this is your property.
You're accusing me of a crime, correct?
I am not a racist person.
You just made a
But you know
racist
what?
comment.
You need to go home.
You don't know what a signal is? Guess what? Even in China, they have signal lights.
I hear you have a problem with these gentlemen having a barbecue here at the lake.
Why are you taking the posters down?
Because all lives matter.
No.
None of these ladies are fucking joining the race to dinner shit, dude. Like, what?
She is crazy.
You're crazy.
I'm absolutely crazy.
Look.
Where is there safety? There is no safety.
I would kill him. The law says I can't kill the.
This was in California. Fire, just straight up in the valley. Oof.
La la la, la 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 la. I love you too.
You know, cancel culture isn't real because no one remembers any of these Karens. I've literally covered every single one of those instances. Every single one of those instances I've covered, and also I remember. They're awesome. They're like Pokemon, dude. Are you kidding me? Some of the greatest hits.
Bitch, get out of here, man. I'm gonna call 911. I'm sorry, I can't hear you either.
Also, some of those women did get fired.
Rambo, please send the cops immediately. Go on your reservation. Nasty Mexican dog. Nasty Mexican dog. Don't blast me.
I don't care about your Facebook or your video. I play games where you get fucked to death.
The term has been criticized for being sexist, but what is more Karen-like behavior than being furious for being called a Karen? Either way, there is one good thing that the term has produced. For white women, it has raised awareness about the intersection of race and gender and how that plays out in the society every single day.
I mean, here's what I'll say. Class is probably not going to be a factor here, okay? Considering that if you have $5,000 in disposable income, just like if you have $15 in disposable income, $15,000 for the other male version of this camp, I suspect that you are at least some level of financial, you've hit a level of financial comfort, you know? In 2019, filmmakers reached out to Denver area residents seeking white women willing to have an honest on-camera conversation about race in America.
Race, it's an urgent issue, although it's one of those issues that, is anybody ever going to come to the same place?
Oh my God, they're having like crudités, dude. It's awesome. This is awesome. Wait, what just happened?
Hello.
Hi, how are
Hi. I'm Syra.
Lori.
Hey, Lori.
Nice to meet
you.
you. Jackie, nice to meet you. Thank you all. Thank you for being here this evening. We want to have a conversation that we believe is very important. And one of the reasons why the United States can't really move forward is because we can never
can't have these $5,000 a pop dinner conversations with like rich white ladies who are like liberal but not rad lib enough. You know what I mean? Like one white lady with $5,000 additional dollars of disposable income at a time. Okay.
have the conversation about race.
My name is Syra Rao. Thank you all so much for coming. Like Regina said, we have this elephant in the room that's killing us all. White supremacy and racism is bad for everyone, including white people. I think we have a window right now, and you all are the key. White women are the key. You have more power than you'll ever know. In this time and place, if you all can join us and join our sisterhood, the world changes. That's why I'm here, because it all starts with conversation. So thank you sincerely for being here, because it's not an easy conversation and you didn't have to be here, you chose to be here. I'd love if everyone could just go around the table and briefly introduce yourselves, say a little bit about yourselves and why you're here.
I have 2 young children, and it's important for me that they grow up colorblind, right?
I'm an artist and a barista, and I learned about this through Syra, through your Facebook. The reason I'm here is because I've always thought of myself as being like kind of woke. And I mean, you know, my best friend is Mexican, my partner is biracial. We have these conversations all the time. But then through following your posts and interacting on your posts, I realized I'm not doing that great. And I feel like there's a racist white man living in my brain, and it's my dad's voice.
I'm a descendant of slave traders who believes very strongly in telling ugly history. It's an honor to be here, and I'm willing and wanting to get uncomfortable because I think that's what we need to do.
Thank you.
Bro, this is like, yo, this is the exact opposite of what I said when I said white people be normal. They're just being abnormal right now, okay? We just saw 3 different degrees of like not being normal from 3 different kinds of white people. One saying like, I want my children to be colorblind, immediate self-report. I was right. This is black, white for rich white women. Yeah, no, it is. It's awesome.
Molly,
Thank you.
absolutely right.
I'm half Mexican, half white, and my family has every shade under the sun in it. So for me, race has never really
You said half Mexican, half white.
Hi, Hazel. Do you believe that this is such an important conversation, especially because I do have 2 children that are young, that it's on us?
Like, you can be a white Mexican. You know what I mean? Like, that's not... Why did she say I'm half Mexican, half white? Like, what the fuck? Okay, so you're double white. You're ginger. What the fuck?
To do better, to do more.
My kids are biracial, so my husband is Hispanic and white, and I don't see color. I don't see. So how she said, I'm blinded to color. Like, it doesn't faze me at all. When we bleed red.
I'm here tonight because I'm confused. I watched my son feel victimized. He felt that because he was a white male, that he was a victim of reverse racism.
We're all human. We all have a light, a heart shining within us that needs to be seen. We all need to be a little bit better and just recognize the love.
Bro, every single one of these ladies is calling the cops on a black person. Okay, I'm saying it. Maybe not the barista, but like, come on.
In each and every one of us.
Every single dinner, without fail, we've got like the woke wars. And so it really is this like being wedded to how not racist you are, but it's a start. It's a start, and you've got to start somewhere.
One of the things we know is that you cannot change what you don't acknowledge. So we're here to help you acknowledge some things and to try and work on changing some things.
So I've heard this a couple times already, colorblind, and you don't see color. And I'm just gonna drop the bomb here, that's white supremacy. Color blindness is white supremacy.
She wants to chime in so bad. She's like, hold on now.
You even said, I don't see the color of anyone's skin because when we cut ourselves open, we all bleed red. So you acknowledge that you see the red. How can you not see the color of our skin?
Because to me, my husband's Hispanic. I've dated every race. It doesn't. To me, I see inside. I see your love, your morals, your values. I see.
Yo, she's about to drop the MLK quote. You know, she's about to be like, I have a dream. You know, that we don't judge people by the color of their skin, but the content of their character. You know what I'm saying? Just like. Also, I love that her retort is like, well, you see the color red. It's like, yeah, that's an analogy, man. She's just
What we have in common. Like my husband, we enjoy doing things together. Like the different things I don't see.
Maybe like your experience in the world is different than theirs.
Yeah.
You walk through the world with a different experience because you are a white woman.
Bro, these people pay $5,000 for this. That's crazy. Yo, this shit's awesome, dude. Every part of this is so dumb. Like, dude, you come to the Hasanabi broadcast, I'll berate you for free, okay? You don't even need to give me $5 to avoid the top of the hour ad break or nothing. Which, by the way, that's not a segue. Like, I'm saying it. Like, I already did the segue earlier. Like, you know, I'll do it for free. Just come in here and say some dumb shit. I will fucking berate you.
What is the number one thing that white women feel the desperate need to be over and above everything else? Nice. White women feel the desperate need to be nice. It's white women's niceness that is killing us all. And so what does nice mean for white women? It means smiling. It means being polite. It means not calling out oppression when it happens. When you say you're colorblind, you erase us.
But you're not being defensive as well. I know
We're sharing our truth.
and I'm sharing my truth too. I mean, that to me is,
Yeah.
to me is saying,
We need.
Yeah, get after it. Yeah. Ooh, come on. Make him work for that $5,000. Come on now. Yeah, give it to him.
We need to educate ourselves so much because we have no idea.
I think this person is like one of those like, sees a black person and like wants to wash their feet type liberals. You know what I'm saying? She popped off so quick when she's I'm a descendant of slavers. Like, I immediately caught the vibes of like the whole like I made my son shackle himself alongside myself, and we went to like black neighborhoods and we were just like, apologizing profusely, that sort of shit.
Is that what this conversation is about? Some education?
You know, change requires pain. Most people will not change until they have what I call a significant emotional event.
And I also want to lay a couple of other things down. You've mentioned it and you've mentioned it. Being married to a black person or a brown person, having brown or black children does not make you impervious to racism. You cannot, frankly, fuck your way out of racism.
Let me ask you a
They're
question.
mad.
How many of you would trade places with a black person in this society? Raise your hand.
Slaver's gonna say me, maybe? Come on, say
I don't know
it.
the answer to that.
Well, it's yes or no. How many of you would do it?
I know I would. I mean, I dated a Hispanic, very dark.
No, I'm not talking about Hispanic. The question is,
But I was gonna have
She said,
children,
I
so
dated a
spent many years
Hispanic.
Thinking of myself of having very dark-skinned children.
Yo! Bro, this shit is wild, dude. It's so good. This is so fucking good. Oh my God. Oh, dude, everyone at this table is awful in like varying degrees, okay? Oh, this was made for me. This was like tailor-made for me, bro. Oh my God. This was made for us.
the question is, how many of you would be willing to trade places?
Like, it's not like she even had that child. She was like, I considered it seriously. And then I was like, I don't want no fucking brown child.
This society with a black person.
I think I would.
Absolutely.
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 No.
Okay.
I'm not saying there's not racism. Absolutely not. It's just saying I don't see it.
Yeah, but you know how
Not-
racist this country
Not
is.
to the degree that you do.
Oh,
To
no,
be
you
frank
will
with you,
never know. You know, in this country, we created the criminalization of black people. And when your skin is seen as a weapon, you're never unarmed. And that's why black boys and men and women are dying in the street with their hands up. I was born in 1950, and everything was in black and white. I am myself now almost 70, 4 generations out of slavery. And that should tell you something. I am a mother. I have 2 adult children. I have 4 grandchildren, 11 siblings, and each of them has children. So this work is so important to me. The more you think about white privilege and racism, the more you get why white people don't want to talk about it. They just want to be in denial, denial, denial. I don't think as a black person, I have the luxury of sitting around and doing nothing, because the lives of my grandchildren and my children depend on me being active in this space. We have to be in this because our life depends on it.
There's
We
skin
have
being
one
seen as a weapon is a really
rule,
good way of
and
putting it
that
into
is if you're
perspective. I
going
think,
to
damn.
cry-
Oh my God, it's working. It's working. First of all, oh, by the way, the things that she's saying, well, not her, the things that the other lady is saying are true. Like, of course. Even what Rao is saying is true as well. But remember, like, you got to remember the format, okay? You got to remember what's going on here. Like, they're saying that, but, like, there's a difference there, okay? They're not just like, they're not, you know, they're a little bit of a grift, okay?
Leave the table and go into the living room there.
It's right there.
And there's some Kleenex and whatever you need. Does anybody know why we would have that rule?
Because this is about white supremacy and not our personal feelings, right?
Mm-hmm. And when a white woman starts crying, what happens?
All the attention is to the woman.
Yeah. All the attention.
Damn, she said alting.
That's the only rule that we have.
Does anyone want to cry right now? No? Okay, all right. So I want a show of hands of everyone at this table.
Bro, this is literally identical to the MDK shit that we were just watching. Like, I'm not even kidding. That's for, like, the conservative divorced dads who want to feel like macho men, okay? And this is for, like, the libbed up and, like, conservative white women that want to be like, what's this racism thing about?
Who is racist?
The shame.
I want to cry. So I can't sit here?
You gotta go. Sorry, sis.
I have to hold it in.
Okay.
What?
So I saw a couple people surprised that I raised my hand. When I said that I was racist, I am racist against black people. So it's institutional. Indians are institutionally racist against black people. Deconstructing
Bro, that shit's
Karen
crazy.
is dismantling your own white supremacy.
Yo, this is crazy. Bro, this is awesome.
I think news, we could all agree, makes things worse than when we were younger and our age, right?
No, that's not true. How does the news make things worse?
Because like when I was younger, the things that were shown were not shown when I was younger.
But I feel like it's more rampant now. People have a free pass to just go and be their white supremacist self on display because there's a free pass for it, in my opinion. I mean, given our current political climate and the leader of our country.
When I was in Charleston, South Carolina last summer, I get into my Lyft, and the guy turned around and looked at me, and he said, "Lady," he goes, "I hate to have to say this to you, but if I get pulled over, you're just another black woman," and he's black, and he said, "Put your hands up, do as they say, do."
I don't believe that happened. I'm sorry. I don't believe that happened. I'm gonna call cap on that. Okay, that's not a thing. That definitely did not happen. That is, and then everybody clapped. Yo, that was LeBron levels, dude. What? Stop. And then the cab driver yelled, "This is MAGA country." Oh.
Do not make any trouble.
He actually told you that.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, dear God.
Of course.
To protect her.
To protect him and to protect me.
Where were you?
That's the life he lives.
And so-
that's his reality.
But that's
insane.
But
that's his reality, whether it's insane or
No,
not.
I'm not saying he's insane. I'm saying
I get it.
insane.
But
Can you
what
explain
we're
that?
saying is
It's true. I was a cab driver.
this is America.
I want to ask also to stop acting shocked. So part of white feminism is acting so surprised when we tell you.
But it is. Why are you telling us not to act the way that we act if it is surprising?
Because
to me, that is
upholds white-
surprising.
that upholds white supremacy. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's surprising to me too because of how insane that story is. Okay, I'm sorry, that's not a real story. That's so stupid. Oh, this is making me misogynist. Don't hold. No. This is not. This is just liberalism. Okay.
What I'm saying, I'm asking all of you that when we express to you, and I'm not just talking about Regina and I, because when this dinner is over, like this is a blip, right? You go back into the world. And when people of color trust you enough to tell you their story, believe.
That's the that's the heart of that. Okay. At the heart of that story lies this statement. That black cab driver trusted me. Okay? That's why he trusted me enough to tell me that. Okay? That's what that is. Oh no.
Without expressing shock, because when you express shock, it pushes you away from the blame.
That makes me very angry because I don't look at that.
I was born in 1950. You know what I expect of white women? Not a damn thing.
Other than $5,000 a pop or a dinner like this one. Which, by the way, hey, listen, she's taking on emotional labor, okay? Let's keep it real. Like, she's putting in the fucking work, okay? Because, I don't know. I mean, this is fucking kind of annoying, right? Like, you just... Oh, this is awesome.
Nothing.
Get the bag. Get the
I
bag.
expect nothing of you because you have never given me anything. I can't trust you, okay?
But how can we come together when you say something like, "I will never trust a white woman"? If we had a really heart-to-heart talk, you said you would never trust me.
Well, I would have to see.
But
You know,
out of all your years in life, you've never trusted a white woman.
well, let me put it this way. The ones I have trusted have come back to disappoint me.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah.
It's interesting to me that, Marnie, that
This feels like the weird corporate inclusivity training where everyone kind of looks bad. Oh, yeah. There is definitely like, look, man, capitalism will find a fucking way, okay? There's going to be an opportunity. When there's a will, there's a way. This is a new avenue, okay? This is a new avenue to make money, okay? That's what's going on here, and I respect it. I respect the grift.
when Regina's talking about her feelings and how she doesn't trust white women, instead of saying, "My God," well, how can, like, why? Like, what about me? That's what you said. Would you trust me? What if we had a heart-to-heart conversation? Why are your feelings so hurt?
Both of you, though, has been about.
It's like a hate against us. Like, I feel like it's like...
It's been very aggressive.
That really, like, hurts me that somebody would not...
But why are your feelings more important than the reality of the violence of our lives? Imagine if your husband beats you and you confront him. Would you go and massage his back while you're confronting him? Or would you actually be really angry and hurt that he's been beating you? But that's where we come to when you've been a victim of abuse and white women have abused us our whole lives. Why do we have to hold your hand? Can't we just tell you, hey, you guys have hurt us. This is what you've done. Now make it right.
Bro, this is so dumb. This is so dumb. I'm sorry. This is so fucking dumb. Holy shit. Bro, what the fuck? Like, if you're woke, you understand that every single person is a product of their environment, okay? And if you're woke, you understand that that environment is bigoted. There's an intersectionality of bigotry, okay? The heteronormative, patriarchal, transphobic, homophobic, misogynistic, anti-black environment. Okay, so yelling at people when they're doing like the lightest version of that bigotry is probably not a good way to like get them to agree. You know what I mean? You have to be at a position where like these people have to like 100% say, okay, you're a brown woman. Okay, you're a black woman. I'm just going to unconditionally listen to everything you are saying. Okay, that's where you need to be at in order to listen to what they're saying and take it seriously. Why are you siding with the racist? See, people are doing it already in the chat. First of all, it's because I'm racist, okay? I'm a man. I'm a racist white man. I don't know if you noticed this. That's why, okay? Or maybe because I do fucking anti-racist agitprop on a daily basis, and I do have a lot of privilege, okay? I have a lot of privileges, and I try to use them for good. And I would, dare I say, I think I have a decent amount of success as well with what I'm doing.
I know Syra, and when she says she doesn't trust
What's
white
going on
women,
with XQC?
and I consider her a friend of mine, I also understand why she doesn't trust me. I don't take that personally. And
I'm asking a question on what could you do, because as a white woman, I mean, I guess it's not like...
we have a lot of work to do. We have so much work to do, and so I don't take it personally, because I understand that like that is her life.
But to say you're your friend, but she doesn't trust you is also a hard thing for me to accept. The same, this is my friend, but she does not trust me.
And also, why on earth is it about you?
Oh, he's playing FIFA, baiting people into thinking that he's actually watching the World Cup. Is that what's going on? Dummies. Dummies.
The fact, and also I want to come back to, why would you say that we're spewing hate? We're telling you what it's like to be us. And
not everybody, you don't have to look at my color of my skin saying I'm white to not trust me. Why don't you look past that I'm white and say she's a good person?
Because her entire life, we've never given her a reason to trust us.
Everything is not
all
white people. Not all white people are bad.
Everything.
Not every white person is bad.
I think that part of what...
I have this discussion with people that I know, friends, lawyers, everybody, and they'll say, well, Regina, you know, there are some good white people. And I'll go, well, what have the good white people been doing for the last 450 years? What have you been doing? Obviously, it's not enough, because nothing has changed. When you're in discussions with white people about racism, they like to say, well, MLK changed the world and he did it with nonviolence. And my question to them is, well, if he changed the world, why are we still here 50 plus years after his?
Oh my God. Did she just say MLK didn't do much? Like, what is going on right now? What the fuck? Yo, dude, what? Did MLK have dinners with white women? I think not. Checkmate, okay? This is too much. I think I'm gonna die. I'm overdosing. This is too much content. Yeah, Nelson Mandela was cool, but didn't do too much. Yeah, exactly. Did Nelson Mandela have dinners with white women? Okay, to be fair, MLK might have had dinners with white women, but that's not what we're talking about here, okay? Not that kind of dinner. Shut the fuck up, chatters. Okay? Calm the fuck, cool it, chatters, okay? You're like one step away from Zoomer TikTokers being like, MLK actually wanted to do the civil rights movement so he could fuck white women, okay? That's a real TikTok. J. Edgar Hoover could never. Okay, let's continue.
Staff.
I just want you to get clear. We're trying to tell you what it's like. People's feelings are hurt. We're spewing hate. So we are trying to tell you, and the first thing that a lot of you at this table have done has been this.
And I want you to sit with that. I just want you to sit with that. That's all.
Great, thank you.
All right, have a great day. Okay. Can I have some space right now? Yeah. Thanks, bud. We have a host that was like, you know, Genevieve, this is really important to me. And hey, that's one of Desmond's paper people. Drop it. Sorry, buddy. Here you go. This is.
You're saying that there was still racism after white women use MLK, as if that means that now there's no racism. Like people are like, well, Obama was the black president, there isn't racism. Okay, that's fair. I mean, that there is white supremacy still very much alive and well, obviously. MLK, what? Which one of these ladies did Bernie cape for? Please tell me at least it was a black lady because Rao was insufferable. No, it was Rao. The Justice Democrats actually. The Justice Democrats pushed for her as well. Yeah. Representative Diana DeGette defeats challenger Saira Rao in Democratic primary for Denver-based congressional seat. She got 32%. Let's continue.
This is like all day long losing my train of thought. Hey, is this Shannon and Diana? Yay!
I like Genevieve a lot. I think that she's extremely endearing and kind and really wants to do good. We need a white woman in that position because white women have to hear this from other white women.
And I'm from New York, and I can tell you from personal experience that we need it in New York.
We're not credible in some ways, and that, in a nutshell, is white supremacy. Do we have a white person ban in this country right now? Do we have a white woman ban in this country right now? Do we have a Christian ban in this country right now? Do we have a Jewish ban in this country? What ban do we have in this country right now?
Muslim.
We have a Muslim ban in this country.
Well, and it makes sense with what happened with my son because the day before he got in the fight with the friend who was not a friend but was Muslim. The day before, I guess on the internet, it was Kill the Muslims Day.
Oh my God.
Which he didn't know about, I didn't know about, but the school knew about. So then when he got in a fight with a boy in his class who's Muslim that apparently had been going on for years, of course, then my son, it makes sense. The school would be hypersensitive. But as a mother, how do I explain that to my son? Like, I don't know what is the right thing to say to him.
So I'll tell you what, that's your privilege, and you're acknowledging it.
Of course.
To say I don't know how to talk to my son, he experienced in his mind, and in my mind he absolutely didn't, he experienced a tiny little fraction. My little 8-year-old boy, who's the sweetest little boy on the planet, his first week of school in the 2nd grade, a little white girl told him, your skin is disgusting.
Is your son at West Point, the Kill a Muslim Day? Stop. Oh, no. Dude, yeah, her son's going through basic.
You don't belong in this school.
Well, how can we help our kids? How can we change it? Like, we have young children. What would you say? What do we do as parents with young children? How do we change this to not
acknowledging your racism and acknowledging your white privilege and having a conversation with your kids from the time that they were little. And step one, truly, and it seems easy, but right now we're seeing that it's not, is not getting fragile. And by fragile, not getting angry, not getting defensive, not getting upset.
Bro, this is so hyper focused on like white women grievances. I mean, I guess that's like supposed to be the plan and the program, but like it's 27 minutes in. They've talked about like not a single fucking structural inequality. Like, what is happening? The ladies are all on the defensive, okay? Because yes, they are racist, obviously, okay? And also simultaneously, they're being berated by 2 women that they paid $5,000 for, and like there hasn't been a singular moment where everybody goes like, here are some of the reasons why systemic racism is real, okay? Let me make, like, I'm not a debate lord or anything like that, But fuck, like at a certain point, you got to just like, you know, pull some receipts up. But they have this attitude where it's like, it's not my job to educate you. You just need to sit your fucking white ass down and listen. And that's the energy that a lot of these like anti-racist courses have, which is so fucking stupid. It is your job to educate them. It's literally your job. You got paid $5,000 to educate them. It's your fucking job. Fuck. Okay. Let's continue.
And believing us. Like, please, whatever you do when you leave here, do not teach your kids to be colorblind. Do not talk about colorblindness. Don't say that I don't see the color of your skin and we cut ourselves open, it's bleeding red. The thing that really needs to happen, frankly, is white women need to come together. You guys need to come together, because until and unless you come together, there's no hope for us. And right now what's happening is white Democratic women are attacking white Republican women and vice versa, and you both are taking the moral high ground, and you're all the same. I knew that Donald Trump was gonna win. The minute he started talking about Mexican rapists, I knew that was gonna be a benefit, not a detriment.
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists. I am the least racist person in this room. Are you the least racist person?
God, he's so good. God, what a such fire, dude. He said, I'm the least racist person in this room. Like, I got a little bit of racism, but like, I'm the least racist. God, he's fucking great.
That you have ever met.
President Trump is not backing away from his stunningly racist attack on a group of minority members of Congress.
Like the colorblind shit, okay? These institutions are not colorblind. Just very quickly, you could just say, listen, when you say you're colorblind, when there's so much injustices happening in an otherwise white supremacist society, you're basically just saying you're blind to such injustices happening, okay? That's all you're saying. That's it. That's what you gotta say. Just be like, when you say you're colorblind, you just mean you're blind to the injustices that are happening. That's it, okay? And you're signaling that to everyone else, and you packaged it in a very like liberal, empathetic way, but ultimately, that only, you know, that other people who are also just as blind to the injustices will agree with it. That's it. Why don't you say that? They did not say that. No, they basically did say that. No, they didn't. No, they said, no, they basically said fucking being colorblind is racist. That's it. They only said being colorblind is racist. They didn't explain why it is racist. But it is. It's right. She literally tried to engage in the fucking semantic shit where she was like, well, you're seeing the blood, that's red. Why can't you see the skin color then? Like, that's a terrible. They only said that's white supremacy. And yes, if you are living in a fucking white supremacist environment, like, and you're a product of said environment, clearly, but you are willing to learn, then you're not going to understand why that's wrong or bad, or like giving the answer without showing your math. They did, but okay, point to me where they did, and maybe I missed it. I don't know. Like, nothing that they've said is wrong in regards to white supremacy or in regards to like those ladies being fucking racist and shit. Okay. She said, saying that erases our experience when you say that. No, that doesn't count. No, that's fucking bullshit. That's hyper individualized. No, that's lib shit. Okay. You need to listen to me because I'm a fucking brown woman. You need to listen to me because I'm a black woman is not going to fucking work. That's lip shit. They don't know that. They don't understand it. They clearly don't understand it, but they're like at least like empathetic enough to a certain degree that they're like, okay, I'll let you do this to me for $5,000. That's crazy. That logic is the reason why people like Candace Owens are able to make it big in this field. Yeah, Candace Owens is doing the reverse part of it, which is like hammering on the pre-existing fucking racial dynamics and racial constructs and telling you that that's actually not racist. You should be colorblind. Candace Owens is colorblind. Like, that's literally what Candace Owens does. She's like, I'm a black woman, listen to me. Listen to me and feel comfortable about your pre-existing racist ideas because I'm a black woman and I'm telling you that, like, that's normal to feel that way. Two sides of the same fucking coin. I mean, sure, one side is like technically on the righteous path. One side is technically correct. You know, but that's it.
Instead, he's trying to defend it.
They're not happy here. They can leave.
Why do we want these people from, quote, all these shithole countries here?
What the hell is going on?
But what Donald Trump's presidency has done for me has
well, the people of color, we got it, but I understand it's not a person with privileges needs examples because they can't read between the lines. Okay, but like, listen. But the point is, you're not talking to people of color. You're talking to white women, and your goal is to educate white women. If your goal is to educate white women, you have to at least like try to educate them instead of just like fucking telling them like, you're racist, you're racist, you're racist. Like, yeah, they are. They fucking are. They literally are. And to a certain degree, they probably recognize that they are, considering that they're like paying into this fucking program to get berated. So like, that's a wonderful opportunity for cutting educational material. But like, come on, you know, if you are an educator, like, can you imagine you pay hundreds of thousands of fucking dollars to go to college, okay? And your Calc 2 professor's like, it's not my job to educate you. Learn it on your own. It's like, what the fuck do you mean? No, it literally is your fucking job. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. I'm sorry. Can't take on the emotional labor, okay? They do that. Okay, well, those guys suck, okay? Fucking, come on.
Completely taken the veil off of white liberals and white Democrats and your complicity in Donald Trump. So how many people in this room voted for Donald Trump? Okay. How many people did not vote for Donald Trump? The ones of us who did not vote for Donald Trump, do you think you're less racist than these two?
That's a weird judgment.
I think I'm more aware of my racism than those two.
That's pretty
Good
ignorant.
point.
The reason these conversations are hard is we've never had truth and reconciliation in this country. Let's take a step back. Based on the...
No, that's not the reason. The reason why these conversations are hard is because everyone is hardwired into thinking white supremacy is the correct way to think because we live under white supremacist institutions. That's why even she said she, with her upbringing, had white supremacist attitudes, and that's why she's anti-black. It's not because like we haven't had more fucking polite dinner conversations about racism where we eat like the most mid fucking flavorless salad of all time.
The genocide of indigenous people, the enslavement of Africans, so brown and black. Then the Chinese were brought in to build a railroad. And then like Asians like me, where my family was brought in to deal with science. And by the way, the Indians left India because the British committed genocide in India. It's literally whiteness has killed the brown and black world.
What?
Donald Trump has not created racism. Donald Trump has shown us.
What the fuck? Did you just say Indians like me were brought in to deal with science? Like, what? Okay, I'm not even, let's continue.
What it is.
That's not.
One of the questions I have is, why is it that white people think they're the only Americans? That they think they're real Americans, and the rest of us are like pretend Americans. What is that about?
I think I have a little bit of a problem with the we versus I. I think that there is the big perpetual we, right? We white women for sure. But I think there's also we African Americans and we were slaves, right? And these things happen.
Yo, she is omega racist, dude. She wanted to say we was kangs. Like she literally was, you know, that like she corrected herself. Like she literally was like, she probably didn't remember that is what she had heard from other fucking racist people. That's crazy. I love her. That is, oh my God. Oh my God. She's, by the way, she's doing the classic, like, black people say we too when they're talking about their emancipation. Like, why can't they, if they can say, why can't we say it?
Happen to us. That doesn't happen to everybody, right? I mean, and you, I understand, and I am here.
It happened to all African Americans. Yeah.
It didn't happen to you.
Listen, listen. One of the things that.
Okay. This is why I said, like, she kind of, I mean, she's getting paid a lot, but, like, also at the same time, like, she's eating it right now. Like, she's, oh shit, dude. That's like, that's crazy. That's crazy. She is. That is, ooh, that didn't happen to you, she said. Wow, now it's getting spicy. It's turning into a Jubilee video, dude.
That we know. One of the things, let me just say.
I have a lot of Native American history, and I don't.
Dude, she hit every fucking white woman bingo. She said, why can't we say it? Black people say it. She said, you as a black person haven't experienced slavery personally, so why are you complaining? And then she said she's Native. Oh, it's like, I just got hit in the face. She literally hit every fucking line, dude. That's so good. That's so awesome. Respect. She was holding it in. Once they talk shit about her voting for Trump, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. That's, ooh, she's alting. Ooh.
Take advantage of any of that.
Time out. Are you saying that black people, African Americans, descendants of slaves, are taking advantage of that? You just said
That's not what I'm saying.
You just said.
Look, again, focusing on the wrong thing, okay? She didn't just say that. She said way worse shit, okay? What the fuck? No, and this is contentious. This is, like, antagonistic. She's popping off. She's alting, okay? There's two different levels of alt, okay? Yeah, white women tears, one alt. The other alt is, like, omega racism, okay? They're forgetting that there's the second Karen alt, which is when you just hit phase 2 and the tears turn into anger and violence, okay? Like, I'm talking centuries of violence.
That you have a lot of Native American and you don't take
I'm
advantage.
taking advantage of the government's.
You actually know that more white people are on welfare than black people, right? You know that, don't you?
Sure. I don't know what that.
Well, what are you saying?
See, the counter to that is like, yeah, there's more white people than black people.
I don't understand.
In a racist statement, when people are, I feel like there's a lot of conversation where I constantly do feel like it is a.
God, I could be so good at races. I could be so good. I could be the best racist person ever. Oh my God. She's so bad at being a racist. She's literally, she's just living it, you know? She's just living it. She hasn't thought about it too much. Oh my God, dude.
We, African American culture, bad things are happening to us, big picture we. And I do agree that there is a lot of big picture we bad things happening to us.
All the time.
And I've seen it firsthand.
At these dinners, we see white women behaving badly. And that bad behavior looks like denial of white supremacy, denial of racism, and even denial of slavery. This is nothing new. This has been going on for centuries.
Fuck. I was so close to clapping your fucking ass cheeks, dude. Sending the exact same fucking Snapchat from yesterday that got you 1 day banned, waiting for 24 hours after you got waiting for 24 hours and then sending the same Snapchat, but then this time with the fucking new caption, POV, you are the top of the hour ad break and I'm Hasanabi. Good job. Good job. That's you know, you brought it back. You fucking brought it back, dude. Fuck you. But it is the top of the hour. Okay? It is the top of the hour and there's a 6-second ad break. Okay? If you want the racists to win, you watch the ads. If you don't want the racists to win, you subscribe. Yeah, for $5, I will berate you. Okay, I'll call you a white supremacist. I'll call you racist. I'll call you all these different kinds of names, all right? Oh, man. And you can avoid the top of the hour ad break for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime, okay? Or by getting gifted a sub. I want them to win. You don't serve salad here. Okay, here's the woman ad break now. But honestly, what are they expecting these white women to do, though? I literally don't understand how they're expecting these white women to behave at dinner like this, and how do they think acting that way will help them get to that goal? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Like, I literally don't know. Travis Scat, thank you for the 5, get the subs. Kimra Luna Riot Doll. The fuck? Cristiano Ronaldo is just like you. Cristiano Ronaldo refuses to support gays at the 2020 World Cup and 2022 World Cup in any way. What is this? This is such a funny fucking tweet, dude. What? They made it seem like he just came out and was like, nah, fuck that gay shit, dude. Also, why is he like, what's going on? Cristiano Ronaldo foe. I'm retweeting this. If you are offended by this, you are gay. There's no need reading too much into the headline. He's not wearing the armband. He's not supporting them. I'm retweeting this. Cristiano Extra, for all of your Cristiano Ronaldo updates, came out as being homophobic. I'm retweeting this, dude. Oh my God, this one was crazy, dude. Yeah, I do wonder how these white supremacist lawmakers would feel if their little white daughters were raped and impregnated by black men. Oh my God. Yeah, that is whoo, that was a certified classic. You brought back a bad one. Oh, Jesus. That's you know, white women who think they are doing a good thing, not doing a good thing, but doing a bad thing. Is there?
Let's go back to 1876, when a former slave owner named Lucy Foreman Harley said she was assaulted by 2 black men, leading to a white paramilitary mob.
I feel like there's gonna be some fucking TOS shit in here. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of documentaries like this love showing lynched the black dudes on trees and shit,
Killing as many as 100 black men, which witnesses later said was just an excuse to suppress.
Ellington Incorporated, we love these dear hearts and gentle people who live in our hometown. I feel like I saw the tree and I got scared. What is this? Maybe they won't show it. I don't fucking know. God damn it.
Black voters. In 1898, Rebecca Latimer Felton, who, by the way, was a suffragette and the first female United States Senator, called for the lynching of thousands of black men if it meant protecting white women. Her claim sparked a riot that killed 25 black men. But of course, she's remembered.
Why Hasan thinks libs are more overly woke than far left. What? I didn't even read that. That was such a dumb way to phrase that question. What?
Remembered as a hero, a progressive icon for women's rights.
Yeah, she was a girl boss.
Fast forward to 1908.
She was girl bossing.
Mabel Hallam claimed a black man raped her. Black neighborhoods were burned, black civilians were shot, and elderly black men were lynched. And just 2 weeks later, she admitted she lied. In 1921, All that Sarah Page had to do was scream, and the whole black community was burnt to the ground, killing over 300 black people. This event is known as the Tulsa Massacre. In 1931, Victoria Price and Ruby Bates accused 9 black teenagers of rape. The Scottsboro boys went through years of trials and jail time, only for one of the girls to admit she made up the whole thing. In 1955, Carolyn Bryant said 14-year-old Emmett Till was flirting with her. We all know the story of Emmett Till. His brave mother decided to have an open casket so that people could see how he was tortured and murdered.
Out of nowhere, this black guy came up and we just opened the door and jumped in the car.
In 1994, Susan Smith claimed a black man kidnapped her kids, sparking a manhunt that labeled every black man in South Carolina a potential child killer.
It just seems so unfair that somebody could take such 2 beautiful children.
The true story? Susan Smith killed her children herself. In 2009, Bonnie Sweeten claimed she and her daughter were kidnapped by a black man so that she could swindle her boss and go to Disney World. A few years later, in 2016, rookie cop Sherry Hall claimed she was attacked by a black gunman, starting a massive manhunt. But the attack had never happened. She staged it all for attention. Which brings us back to 2020.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life. There is an African-American man. I'm in Central Park. I'm being threatened by a man in the Ramble.
Yeah, most sane adult Disney fan. Okay. Most sane Disney adult.
Christian Cooper was bird watching. More white women.
By the way, the most educational component of this entire documentary so far has not happened at the fucking dinner table. Okay? Like, even then, a lot of that is still hyper-personalized and hyper-specific, which is fine if you're talking to white women directly and telling them, like, listen, this is how white women have played a role or taken advantage of white supremacist, male-dominated patriarchal constructs. But, like, that's not even happening at the dinner table. I hope maybe it is, but...
Nonsense.
Why is it that being called a racist makes you so upset?
It doesn't make me upset anymore, but it would have a while ago. I needed to understand what the term means and look at myself. And I believe that every white person is racist because of the system. And I had to learn about the system to get that.
But why would it have bothered you before?
Because it's such a horrible word, and I don't want to be so horrible.
No, by the way, she already is like the most woke one. She literally popped off from the jump, chat. She didn't go there with like, oh man, a newfound perspective. She literally went there being like, my fucking grandparents are slavers, okay? I told you already. She was already like way above on the other side. Like, that's why she was given the vibes that she like washes black people's feet and stuff and apologizes for slavery.
Okay.
In a nutshell, I mean, I don't want to see myself as being so bad. I have had to work so hard on my shitty self-image to begin with. I don't want to add that one to it, racist? Oh, God. I mean, you know.
She donates the black cash apps.
With liking myself. Most of them I don't like, so that one, but I don't have a problem with it now, and that's because I've been practicing and working on it for a while, but a while ago.
And it is work, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's work.
Sarah, I'm curious how you feel about, because I've said more than once, and they've mentioned it too, just this idea or this.
Wouldn't that performative behavior be kind of acceptable when her grandparents were slavers and her family benefited directly from slaves? What do you mean? Everyone benefited directly from slaves. Like, what the fuck? Like what her individually being like, her individualizing white supremacy is not gonna make up for anything. Okay, just be normal. It's a systemic issue. Okay, it's a profoundly American liberal capitalist solution to like individualize this kind of thing. Have a fundamental lack of understanding of how slavery worked in the U.S. Me? Yeah, no. Are you talking to me? Oh, okay. I was gonna say like
This theory that every single white person in this country is racist.
You know, I would say like at the beginning of the conversation, it was a little offensive. I think throughout the conversation and understanding a little bit more of my ignorance in the definition of it, I feel like I've shifted a little bit. I will say that. I don't want to be thought of somebody that doesn't like somebody because of the color of their
I'm
skin.
making it about you, brother. I'm streaming, and the chatter is writing in my chat. What the fuck do you mean?
The fear that I have is that my son goes through the experience that he did. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about him becoming the white supremacist and pushing it down into the
You have the conversation.
So yes, I have the conversation.
Yeah, over and over and over and over and over again. It's the first step, just like Regina always says, like you can't change what you don't acknowledge. And the fact that you're able to acknowledge this is a big deal. It's not a small deal, it's a huge deal because it means you're open and instead of this. And if you're open, then you can actually start like engaging and pass it along to your kids.
You know, so many of us grow up learning this wonderful history.
Bro, I feel like they just keep skipping the steps where like the actual educational stuff is supposed to be happening. They're like, once you're educated on being anti-racist, like you're gonna fucking live a better life. Like your son's gonna have a better life. It's like, okay, but what about the one part of this dinner that is supposed to be the meat? Okay, that's supposed to be like the fucking educational component has not happened yet. They have chipped away at their armor by being like, you're fucking racist. Some of them have like hardened their shell and been like, no, fuck you. I can't believe you said I'm racist. Like, fuck yourself. And then, and they're eating, they ate the worst, coldest, most mid salads of all time. And yet I still have not heard anything about like systemic injustices and how this kind of stuff works.
And to be proud of the founding fathers and this democratic system and blah, 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 blah. But it's important that we learn how we've been programmed and the trance.
I gotta pee, I'll be back.
It's a trance. It really is.
It's a programming that needs to be overcome, indeed.
Who do we want to be?
Why does it all have to have labels anyway, though? And indeed, you know, I understand you have issues with a skin color, okay? But I don't believe that's our future. I really don't. I see it much different. I understand it's a struggle for you now. I get that. And I empathize with that. But do I love you less because you're a different color? Absolutely not.
But do you realize that everything you're saying is taking away everything they just said?
That is such everything you just said is such bullshit, frankly.
But it is.
It is.
But it is. You literally erased everything this woman just said. Like everything.
And you want me to apologize for that? Because really, I believe it's a real struggle.
Honestly, if you're not sorry, don't apologize.
No,
but
I
at the
believe
same
it's a
time,
real struggle. But I
it's
do believe
not.
there's more.
But you're talking
and I
about
believe
love
it's
and about the
just too much
future.
anger.
She's worried that her kids are gonna die.
I can't imagine that.
What is love? What is that? About feeling love.
We kind of had this conversation before the dinner a little bit, and I got a sense of this, is that you read the book The Secret, and you think that we can all get better lives based on good intentions. We just got to be positive and like want good for our lives. But what do you want about feeling
We are telling you, and you can Google police brutality, Google ICE, Mexicans, Google Muslim ban. Those are like real.
Oh my God. Oh no. Is this please don't tell me that's the extent. of what's happening here.
Things. We're also anecdotally telling you things, and you keep coming back with this, frankly, BS about love being love and love trumps. Like, what do you mean by that?
What I mean is that beyond the anger and the problems that we are feeling at the moment, each and every one of us, perhaps you two more at the moment, that there is something more to our beingness, and it isn't the flesh. It isn't. And beyond that, this is the evolution of all of us. I know this, and I know it sounds weird for those who aren't in.
Bro, what is she doing there? Like, I don't think, what the fuck? She like said a couple things, but then like didn't really say much after that. I don't even know if she's like she doesn't fit the bill of the type of person that would pay $5,000 as a fucking barista. You know what I mean? Did I miss it? Did I miss the?
In that world, but we are transcending this. We are, and sir, I just want to say it again. Syra. I really appreciate everything you're offering. What I want to hear from you is what you think is a solution. You've talked a lot, but I haven't heard, hey, this is what I want you ladies to do.
Haven't I said repeatedly? Yeah, go ahead.
I do want to say.
I acknowledge it.
But yeah, like.
But I just see beyond it.
Can I say one thing?
Sure, I'm sorry.
No. I am a liberal white woman. We are absolutely the most dangerous women out there. We are the most dangerous women that exist because we want to think that we are better, that we are good, and that we're doing is about love, and that we're gonna solve all the world's issues because we're gonna love a little more, because we're good freaking people. No. We are erasing their experiences, we are erasing their lives, we are erasing the danger that they're in because we're trying to color it and make it freaking pretty.
By calling it love.
By calling it love. And I'm sorry, but that is dangerous. Like,
but I don't think that's what I'm doing at all.
But you have done it repeatedly.
Yeah.
Does love save the Mexicans who are in ICE facilities? Does love save Trayvon Martin? Does love save Sandra Bland? Does love save Mustafa Ayyubi, who was assassinated in February for doing nothing? What does you ask us, what can we do? Seriously, and we've told you at least 10 times. Listen, what can we do to achieve this love of which you speak?
Well, I think dropping the resistance is part of it. And
dropping the
resistance to what? The resistance to what?
The resistance.
Bro, they're gonna eat her ass, dude. They are gonna fucking. They're gonna eat her alive. Okay. This is like, dude. This is the worst kind of. Is this how anti-racist training goes? Like, am I crazy? I've never done anything like this. That's why I'm super racist, obviously. But god damn, dude, this is like the most unproductive nonsense I've ever seen. Oh my god, liberals have found a new grift. Holy shit, dude. That is crazy. Paying $5,000 for IRL tweets is a choice. Yeah, literally. This is like taking rad libs, like the worst rad libs in my fucking replies, and being like, here, come berate me, okay? And like, I worked at Star Wars when they had that day of racism training, and yeah, it was basically this shit, no lie. Oh my god. Bro, this shit will... This is unfortunately how anti-racist work really is, though. Stop the resistance of not believing in racial hierarchy. Yell at us. You yell at us, anti-racist training. Help me reflect a lot, so that works too, I guess. Yeah, but like when I'm yelling at you, I still have especially if it's a microaggression that you're committing or whatever. One, because I am a privileged person. Like, I'm not a black person, obviously. You know, I'm not even brown presenting, you know, I'm fucking white, right? So it doesn't impact me in the same way that it does others. But when I fucking when I yell at someone, it is because they are like undermining something so dramatically in a very heated moment, right? Nah, you look brown. I mean, if you say so. But anyway, listen. It's in a moment where it's like literally a black person being assassinated by the fucking cops or some shit, and someone's like, "Bro, you deserved it," right? But if someone is doing like a microaggression or some shit, okay, I oftentimes am coming from a place of understanding, especially if I was in person with someone like this. I would come from a place of understanding if they were a normie and not like a professional commentator who's doing this, who's assuming the role of like the aloof person specifically to create like nefarious, insidious, anti-black agitprop. Okay, I'm going to recognize that you're coming from a place of ignorance as a consequence of your social conditioning. Racism is learned behavior. Okay, if you recognize that we live in a white supremacist society, then the cultural ramifications of that are significant. Okay, our institutions are built on white supremacist fundamentals, and every aspect of our lives, every aspect of our social conditioning is also guided by that, guided by those principles, right? So there is going to be a level of racism with a lot of people that you talk to. They're just not going to be aware of it. So there's two ways to go about it. You either immediately pop the fuck off and go, "That's racist, you're racist, and it's not my job to explain to you why." Or you can be like, "Hey, just for the record, like what you're saying is incorrect. Here's why it's incorrect. And there are institutional reasons for this, you know, that sort of thing." Okay? Be more understanding, more open-minded. Oh my God,
Is
yeah, the
holding
caption
me
is
back.
crazy.
The resistance to what? What are we resisting?
It feels like a lot. It feels like a lot. And so I don't pretend to have all the answers at all.
You haven't named one thing. You said it feels like a lot. She's asked you 3 times, what are we resisting? Name one thing that we're resisting.
An answer, a solution that's different than what you think it should be.
You literally employ the spiritual bypassing to get around any of the pain associated with oppression. I would love to say love is love. The next time someone sends me a note telling me that they're gonna drown my daughter, I'm gonna be like, you know what? Downward dog it right now. Love is love. Love is fucking love. Seriously.
What?
So we can acknowledge, I'm going to acknowledge that, yes, after you said that, I can acknowledge, yes, I see racism in me after I've said no because of what you women have said. We have to understand where it hurts. Where hurts, hurts. And we can't take away hurt from other people. I mean, and that's where I think we have to be sympathetic at one point, too.
Try not to add to that a little bit is like, we're not dying because we're white.
Right.
I'm not allowed to go somewhere because I'm white. So I can say love is love because nobody says no you can't. That's the purpose. Like people are saying you can't come here, even though we were all taught right in history that
when the sauce starts bossing, dude, she is fucking. Ooh, that wine is hitting, dude. That wine is hitting. It's time to clap, girl. It's good.
This was fixed years ago. It was fixed.
And my kids, I will never know what my kids even feel like because they are part Hispanic and with Hispanic. I will never know their fear because I'm not there. I'll never know what they fear.
Do you realize that in this room, the Republican that voted for Trump
have listened more than you have.
And she changed what she said. She said, actually, I get it.
Yes.
And yet you keep saying love is love. And that's why I'm saying white liberal women are the most dangerous because we think we're so good that we can't be part of the problem.
So I do want to leave you with this. There's no, and I mean this sincerely, my 2 little kids are at home, my husband's at home.
I'm not gonna lie. If someone was like, if I was having this conversation, and someone was just like, "Yeah, you're racist," I literally would be like, "Yeah, I'm racist." Yeah, but like not in the way that it's like I'm racist and I need to atone for my sins. But like, yeah, I'm racist. I would just double down. It's just the worst. It's the worst. It's like it's literally like duking it out with barbs. You know what I mean? It's just not. You're not gonna get anywhere. Not to out-rad-lib these radlibs, but aren't the optics kind of bad that the white woman is white-splaining and talking over the POC women? Yeah, I mean, that too.
Home, I'm not doing this for my health. The reason I am here is because of love. So to answer your question repeatedly, it is because of love. The work that I do is because of love. Everything I do is because of love. And by showing you my pain, I have opened myself up so greatly to take more and more and more abuse. And why? Because I actually believe in you. Sincerely, at the bottom of my heart, I believe.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not clicking on a fucking Google document turbo killer. Like, that's the most suspicious way that you could have sent me a drawing. Okay? Like, literally, I don't know what's going on there, but I'm just not clicking that, brother. I'll keep it real with you, okay? I checked it as safe. Doesn't matter. Still not clicking it.
That you all can wake up just like I did. You can deprogram yourself just like you did.
Still working on it.
Over the course of one dinner, Marnie, you are able to even slightly open the window. I am more hopeful than you will ever know.
Oh my God, dude. They got like berated for an hour and they said, you know what? Yeah, maybe I am racist. And now it's like, now they get to feel better about themselves because like they've done anti-racist training.
Should be an indication of the amount of love that I have and the amount of hope that I have. And I have expectations still. Regina doesn't, and you're still here. So why don't you?
That's anyway, do not expect it to be easy because it's not going to be easy. You're going to question everything you ever learned. You know, it's hard. It's hard work. And everything worth having is hard.
So who in this room, raise your hand if you're a racist. Dang! Woo! We did it! Thank you. Thanks, guys.
What the fuck? Yo, I love this, dude. I can't believe this documentary was made like with sincere beliefs. Like I thought this was just to make fun of them or something.
Thank you. I feel hopeful that there's going to be one or two people that gets it. I can guarantee you, I know this for a fact, they haven't forgotten. And they're thinking about this every single day. And even if one of them comes out of this in however amount of time and starts down the path, that's a win too.
1 year later, filmmakers checked in on the dinner guests to request follow-up interviews. Oh, brother. Listen, my ass is not raising my hand. Okay? Even if I'm a white supremacist, I'm not raising my hand in that dinner. Okay? On camera, no shot. Okay? No shot. Put a gun to my head, not raising my hand, dude. What? Nope, never.
What our job is, I think, a huge part of our job, white people, is to help other white people wake up with us. I think the triggering process for many white women in a race to dinner setting can override the ability to just take a moment and go, wait a minute, I need to sit with this. Because we're so trained to, my reaction is right. As white people, it's like it's our white world.
What I took away was just being able to recognize how white women react to being confronted on their racism. The defensiveness, the crying, the I don't see color, we all bleed red, or just like using people of color in their lives to justify that they're not a racist. So those tools I think I learned from Race to Dinner.
When we were leaving that night, I was feeling sad because I realized how much more work we have to do. To undo systemic racism and misogyny is not, I don't even know if it's something I'm gonna see in my lifetime, quite frankly.
The first thing that I
You
did
want?
when I came home is I made a post on my Facebook, and I acknowledged where I see the racism in my own life and thought beliefs.
Deeper level of racism present at that table is that the black woman genuinely wanted to curse them out like the Indian lady, but she can't because she doesn't want those women to walk away thinking an angry black woman yelled at them. Yeah, I mean, that's true. You're right. But also, the point is, like, listen. The point there is to do anti-racist education, right? Like, if that's the goal, if that's the point, you can't be yelling at these people, man. You can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. Is this an SJW stream?
I thought I was already
Fuck
aware
yeah,
of
brother.
my racism, but what I didn't see was how unconsciously white supremacy lives within me and the true impact of it. What I saw as a result of that conversation was that as a white woman, I am the worst kind of dangerous if I don't wake up to see what's true here.
There ain't no way my ass is putting my hand up after I paid $5,000, okay? $5,000 to say I'm racist on camera? Fuck no, dude. You kidding me? By the way, this is the most 2016 ass fucking documentary of all time, okay? I mean, I think they did this in like 2019 or whatever, but like this is like a Trump era remnant. It's like a relic from a forgotten time now when things were going fucking crazy, okay? When people were just like, you know, people were just going bananas. The final like the culmination of all of that, like the final fucking moment of that was like the BLM protests and like every fucking lib being like, it's time to do some self-reflection. It's time to read Ibram Kendi, you know? Like, look at me. Like every fucking TikTok influencer was like, I'm reading these are books that I'm reading. It's like, bitch, you're not reading that. Fucking liar. Why are you're such a liar. You did not read Ibram Kendi, okay? I didn't read Ibram Kendi either, okay? I'm not doing that. God damn, dude. It was wild.
And use my power and privilege to take action.
Sarah never followed up to the filmmaker follow-ups? Yeah, because Sarah's voted for Donald Trump again, okay?
I saw that white supremacy is not just a construct of the alt-right, but something that lives within all of us, and mostly unconscious to those who want to believe it's all love and light. I saw that racism is not something to hide from or pretend does not exist within me, as to do so keeps the power structures hidden and embedded.
None of the conservatives wanted to follow up? Yeah!
I'm exceedingly grateful to Syra Rao and Regina Jackson for their willingness to show up, educate, and put their lives at risk to do it. I'm here to show up for
Bro, there's no way this documentary was supposed to be positive. Like, this is actually a positive documentary? Oh my God. I think my mom wanted me to watch this. Oh
comfortable
God.
so we can heal this pain and stop the violence. Are you?
Oh no.
Kung flu, the Chinese virus.
Protesters have taken to the streets around the world.
So is this the moment when the United States and others recognize the pain
Nope.
of the past, that Black Lives Matter, and reimagine their countries on new values?
White supremacy is the most lethal terrorist threat to the homeland today. Now's our opportunity to make some real progress.
Dude, global COVID stay-at-home orders, Regina and Sarah adopted their dinners to suit a changing world. Today, their work continues.
I have my liquor bar right behind me in case I need to take a drink. We got lots of people coming on.
Oh my God, the most live, love. live, laugh, love ass backgrounds, brother.
Yes. Okay, cool.
That was awesome. That was actually fire. Thank you so much.